What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing the disassembly and maintenance of my Bergblades Alpha. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have the Alpha on the table here today. We're going to be doing the disassembly. I do have everything linked down in the description if you do need any of the tools, lube, or cleaning products that I'm using. And when you use those links, it does help the channel, so do keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and get this cleaning Q-tip out of here. I totally forgot to grab one when I was setting everything aside, and we'll go ahead and get started. I just want to make sure, okay, everything is a T8, so I will not need my T6 WeHa bit. I will simply need my T8. Let me just double check the pivot though. It does look rather large. It is a T10 pivot, so we will need both tools here. I am going to go ahead and just test the pivot first because I always get these wrong. I like to disassemble them from the non-show side, and I always strike out. Okay, but not today. Today is my day. Confirmed titanium hardware on this bad boy. Let me lay this up here, actually. Whoops. Make sure I'm still centered because that just shook the whole mat. All right, let's go ahead and grab. I have number 40 of 60. I didn't realize it was such a limited run. All right, yep, confirmed T8. Whoa. Hold on. There we go. Is it out? Oh, I took out the Chicago side. I didn't realize it was Chicago screws. All right, we'll go ahead and set that in there. I would have liked to have seen these be captive, so that'll be a little bit of feedback that I provide to Berg's Blade, especially at the price point that this knife is coming in at. I think that is something that is easily doable because it would make it easier to do the disassembly and reassembly. I'm gonna set these over here so they're not clicking and clacking. All right, let's see. Yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Why do I feel like something just fell out? Oh, that's because I felt that. All right. So there you go. We're going to go ahead and remove the blade. They did a nice job polishing down evenly right there for the washers to ride on, or the bearings, not the washers, the washers to ride on. Go ahead and grab a quick picture. And let's go ahead. Everything looks nice and clean. Rayout does such a good job with these. I think I do want to install skiffs. I'm taking this apart on the day that it came in so that I can potentially do that. Let's just see. These look like it may take the multi-row bearings, but let me see if I even have any. Let's check the pivot. Looks like a 6mm. Yeah, tight fit on a 6mm. So it is the 6mm. And it is 1/16. I almost put that away without checking that. So 6mm 1/16. Let me see what I got, guys. Might have to order these. I am in luck. 6mm 1/16. I have 2 of these left. Let's check real quick and see if they fit in the same pocket. So the ones I'm referring to are going to be the 16 ball count 6mm 1/16 ball. So you can see there they're multi-row if it fits. If not, it would just be the standard 6mm skiff, which I do think I have. But if it takes the multi-row, why not use the multi-row? And I think they fit. Let me just see do these stand up? Yeah, they stand up slightly. So I think we fit. We'll find out here in just a few short moments when I put these together. So I'm going to leave these out just in case I run into any issues. That was weird. Actually, that is the last pair that I have. I do have... Oh, I don't have... Oh, I do have a set of regular. And the regulars look like they would be a little bit smaller in diameter. So I have them if I need them. All right, let's move forward with cleaning everything. Okay, so this is fit a certain way so that it won't be favoring the left or the right side. I'm gonna try my best to clean the washer as it sits, and then we'll do the same thing here. Whoops. And I'm gonna clean the lock bar. I like to tune on it, so I'm not going to be doing any tuning today. It is just going to be a clean and skiff swap and reassembly. And it is a through pivot, so hopefully you can kind of see that. My finger on the other side. Not a pivot, a detent ball hole. Of course, it'd be a through pivot, JD. It is a through detent ball hole, which is extremely clean. Very clean indeed. A little bit of debris there, probably just from a couple times I opened it and closed it. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to take that washer out. So we'll put that back down there. Just going to make sure I got really close up to the edges and just throw it in there. Man, this is super clean. That is really impressive to say the least. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop right on the pivot itself. And then I am going to leave just a little layer, whatever doesn't stick to my finger. And then what I'll do next, hopefully this works. Anybody that has the Alpha might appreciate knowing that. The multi-row skiff bearings. All right. And these, because they're so big, I'm kind of having to move it around on the finger to make sure that I have a coat on all of the balls. We'll drop that down on there. Drop this back in place. Drop the blade back in place. All right. Doesn't feel like there's any play. I think we might be in business here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. You know what I didn't see? I'll check the website. I didn't see what the Magna Cut heat treat is from Rayot. Hopefully it's 62 at the minimal. At the minimal. All right. We are good to go there. Clean my finger. Clean the applicator. Drop too much there. Comes out a little fast sometimes out of the applicator. What I'm trying to avoid is it hitting the detent ball hole. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna splash it on myself and try to wipe off the excess, just because the applicator is being very difficult today. All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna leave the lanyard hole in place. Well, I guess once you put, actually, since it doesn't matter what side this is on, actually it does. I was going to say I can see the cutout there. I can see the cutout there. I'm just going to lay this down. I'm going to drop these in. Whoops. Drop them in like so. And drop them into the hole. And try to line everything up. All right. Moment of truth, my friends. I'm going to start with the pivot bolt because we're going to have to flip it over to get to the other side. The good news is there was no thread locker on there. So hopefully we won't have to worry about a pivot that backs out. Okay. Uh-oh. I just saw my washer. Did you guys see that and not say something to me to help me out? Ah, my washer. My washer. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. That is some serious tight tolerances there on that one. Yeah. Washer fell out. Whoops. See what I'm working with here. Can't really see any marks, so I guess it just doesn't matter what side it goes down on. Okay. And try assembling it this way. Okay, that is good. That is good. Looks like it's snug, but the only way we'll know is once we complete the reassembly to see what the action's actually going to be like. And then it doesn't look like there's any gaps. Okay, that felt pretty snug. So I'm going to flip it over and hold those Chicago screws. Well, they're not really screws. They're through screws. Or through fasteners. Okay, that one's spinning. I can't quite get my finger in there to prevent it from spinning. There we go. Nope, that one stopped. I was able to get enough leverage on that one. Let me try flipping it over and using my thumb to get that. Oh, there we go. That worked. So just putting a little bit of pressure on there got it to stop. No play. Nice and smooth. And we're centered. I think we're centered. It looks like we're centered. What do you guys think? Looks centered? I think we're good. Ooh, baby. Yeah, we're dead center. So the multi-row bearings seem to fit perfect, and there is absolutely no play up and down or left and right. So there is your disassembly and maintenance and skiff install. Multi-row bearings, 6mm, 16 ball count, fit on the Alpha. That is really exciting to know. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, definitely leave a like. And if you're going to be doing any shopping, check out the affiliate links that are down in the description. Those do help the channel when you use those. A special shout out and thanks to my channel members out there. Your support does help the channel as well. I'm out of here. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.